Hello, this is Wicked Shrapnel, and you might notice I've lost some chin hair. I shaved my face for Movember, and it's to raise awareness for like men's health issues. And I'll have a link in the description for my Movember charity thing. It helps raise money for men's health issues like prostate cancer, other types of male cancer. So I'm doing it for a good cause. And I'm probably going to get pretty scruffy this month. But this video is going to be an unboxing and review for the Hauppauge HD PVR 2. So Hauppauge was nice enough to send me one of these. And this is the HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition Plus. So the HD PVR 2 is much smaller than the original HD PVR. And it says now for Mac 2, so it works on a Mac. And this is going to be different than the previous recording device that I reviewed for AverMedia, which was like a standalone device. This one is going to require a PC with a USB connection to record. To open, pull out sides. All right. And I have never used a Hauppauge HD PVR. The original one, and the reason I didn't use it is because it didn't support HDMI, but now they have HDMI connections on the back. And the HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition Plus adds an optical input, and I think these are going for around $165 on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description. And the optical in that is needed to be able to record 5.1 surround sound. So if you don't need the optical or you don't care about 5.1 surround, you can get just the gaming edition without the plus, and I think it goes for much cheaper. I forget the exact price. I think it was like $145. Don't quote me on that. So let's see what comes with it. We got we got HDMI in and out. We got an AV in, which I believe is the adapter that comes with it if you are going to record with component cables. So with like with PlayStation 3 or with a source that has, what is it called, HDCP, it's like encryption, then you would have to use component analog type source, and that'll remove the encryption. I think that's, let's see, where's this plug in? It don't go in there. And this also has an IR blaster. All right, so here's the adapter to allow you to plug in component cables. There we go. And I'm not sure what this adapter is for. That might be for PlayStation, maybe. I don't recognize that connector. And this is just a USB cable, and they give you 2 HDMI cables. Very nice. And it'll record up to 1080p, and it'll record 1080p at 30 frames per second, which is pretty much the standard for most recording devices. I believe YouTube only supports 30 frames per second, so even if you recorded at 60 frames per second, it would scale it down to 30 frames per second for YouTube. You could still have your Xbox or PS3 or even PS4, Xbox One in 1080p and play at 60 frames per second if the game that you're playing supports it, and it will pass through that HDMI at 60 frames per second, but it will record in 30 frames per second. So the main thing I'm noticing is it's much smaller than the original HD PVR, and they've added a record button right on top, so you can just push that button to start recording, and that makes it convenient. And I'm going to install this on my PC, and I'll do some some testing and show you what the quality looks like. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, so here we are, and I am recording with the Hauppauge HD PVR2, and I'm also recording my voice through my Astro headset right in the software. So it's nice to see that they incorporated audio recording or voice recording through the software. Very cool. And this is just to show what kind of quality that you can get out of the HD PVR2. I suck at Battlefield 4, so I'm probably not even going to complete the whole game, just want to give you a look at the quality. Alright, so getting put in game, and I'm recording on the highest setting with a constant frame rate. It's going at 14 megabits per second. And this is in 720p, so it will record at... Son of a sapsucker! So it'll record at 60 frames per second in 720p. The software interface is very nice. I will show you that in a moment here. Capture this flag.
Objective Charlie is no longer under our control.
Uh-oh, I hear tubes. Tubes flying. PTFOing. Oh, you're a good guy.
Bravo now.
Alright, well I think I've helped my team out enough.
Objective Charlie has been neutralized.
This will give you an idea of the recording quality. And now let's take a look at the software. Alright, so here is what the software itself looks like. It's a very pretty interface. And you could select your device there. Click the button here to record, or you could press the button on the HD PVR2 on the top itself. And select your inputs, audio inputs, and I'm just using the HDMI audio. Could use the optical audio, but for myself, I would need like an optical splitter because the optical audio for my Xbox is used for the audio in my Astro A40s. But I think you could do like optical splitters, but for me, I'm not able to use it if I want to use my headset as well. And here's the microphone input where you could select which microphone that you want to use for in-game audio. So you can select your Astro headset there, and with the Astros plugged in with USB in your computer, and it'll show up as an audio source for a microphone. So people will be able to hear you in-game through your Astros, and it will record your audio. And here you could select the video quality. The maximum is at 14 megabits per second. And it's kind of cool that you could switch between constant and variable. If you didn't plan on like, I think with editing and stuff, and the editing software that I use, if I use variable, it can cause some problems, but variable will give you a smaller file if you don't plan on doing like much editing with it, I guess. But variable will give you smaller file, constant's going to give you constant bit rate, and that's talking about the bit rate that it records at. And then in the advanced, we have some scalers where you can play at 1080p, but it'll record at say 30, let me see, 10 to 720p. Oh, there's the source. I think it's can be converted. 50 can be converted to 25. Yeah, so you could like downscale it 1080p to 720p if you just wanted to play in a high resolution and then record in a lower one just for YouTube or whatever. Give you smaller files. Some different encoder settings from different quality levels, and you can fine tune the brightness, contrast, saturation. Some different audio encoder settings. I got it in 192. These are just the, I think this was the default audio. I switched it to AAC. And here, if your like microphone's getting out of sync, or you can adjust the delay there. And you can edit it, and also it records when it records in these .ts files. So if you're going to edit your video footage, you probably want to export it to MPEG-4, and looks like it does that very quickly. There's the footage that you just seen before. I'm now exporting it, but you've already seen it. Oh my goodness. And YouTube, you can upload directly to YouTube. Built-in streaming, so you could stream straight to Twitch or Ustream. That's integrated in there. Let's log in, adjust your stream quality. Pretty cool. And you can even select a different mic for streaming than you are recording. And that is pretty much it. You could use, it uses hardware acceleration. So I'm guessing that's going to be using my graphics card to do some of the processing, which could give you a little faster performance. And you can incorporate a logo right into your recorded footage. Pretty cool. So that pretty much sums it up. I think the quality looks good. And let me know what you think in the comments. And that's all I have for this review. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll have a link to where you could buy this on Amazon in the description below. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you later. Take it easy.